Well, we've come to the end of less stress, more joy, and I hope that you are experiencing less stress and more joy. And this is just kind of a summary of where I hope we are now, and um, some final points that I want to be sure to get across. First, if you have less stress, joy is automatic. In other words, we don't have to do anything. As I hope you realize by now, we don't have to create joy. Joy is a natural outpouring of our innate well-being, which is accessible to all people, which is our birthright, which is our innate health, which is what's part of us. So to the degree that we start to see the nature of thought, the spiritual nature of thought, the psycho-bio-spiritual nature of thought, that we start to recognize the extent to which our own assumptions are taken for granted and never questioned, the extent to which we don't realize that any feeling state, good or bad, is temporary, that our thoughts were meant to come and go, that we live on an up and down kind of roller coaster of life, and that's what makes life interesting. But it's all happening from the inside out. We're creating it. As that dawning deepens within people, stress dissipates. Because what stress is really is the weight of negative thinking taken seriously over time. It's that the weight of negative thinking, unrecognized for what it is, innocently taken seriously over time. And when we stop taking it seriously and we see negative thinking as neutral, it's just the thought content that happens to be passing through our minds right now, but something else is about to happen. When we start to realize that weight is gone. It's like you were carrying a 50-pound sack of potatoes around without realizing it. And you put them down and you go, "Wow, gosh, I feel light, I feel better." And joy is natural. It's what springs up. As soon as we are confident in our own creation, that we're the architects of our own experience, joy is a natural feeling. It just comes. And that's really what we all want. We want to be at peace. We want to be in a good relationship with other people. We want to be compassionate. We want to be understanding. We don't want to be victimized by things that happen or things that are said or things that are done. We want to give this to our friends, our family, our children, so that we're not creating sort of a nightmare during the day. And we have it within us to self-correct. And that's been the ultimate point of this course, that self-correction is a natural capacity of all human beings. As soon as you look in the direction of self-correction, as soon as you get the sense that deep down, I'm okay, nothing can touch that core well-being, that core of innate health. Nothing can touch it. No matter what's going on the surface, it's almost like, there can be a hurricane at the top of the ocean, and the waves are roiling, and the foam is spurting, and it's a chaos. And yet, at the very depths of the ocean, the currents flow smoothly. It's a surface thing. And that's what spending a lot of time trying to alter or fix the content of our thoughts is. It's like trying to fix something that's already happened and it's going to be over. And knowing that has just been the most wonderful gift that I've ever received or found, whatever you want to call it. And over the course of the years that I've been doing this work, I've seen so many people come to peace and start to see life in a whole new way with a fresh outlook and a heightened sense of goodwill and optimism. And so I hope that's what happens for you. It's been a pleasure sharing this course with you, and my sincere and deep hope is that each one of you has had some insights that have helped you to come to peace with things and pointed in the direction of an ever incrementally increasing life with less stress and more joy.